Hello YouTube and welcome to Rooster's Exploration Guide. My name is Rooster and I am on fire already, and I am here to show you around Hytale's Exploration mode. The very first thing you're going to want to do when you spawn into a brand new world is watch out for these torches right here in the very beginning, because you will catch on fire if you stand too close to them, and you'll start taking damage right away, and that won't be good. Not a good way to start. It's not a good way to stay in shape, and it's not a good way to start the day. The very first thing you're going to want to do is open up your map by pressing M, and you can zoom in and out with the middle mouse wheel. You can also click and drag with left click. The first thing you're going to want to find is this little hurricane symbol over here. If you hover over that, that says the Forgotten Temple Gateway. That's the first place you want to go, and you want to go there right away, because if you don't, you'll end up doing things twice and looking for animals and creatures that you've already seen. That may not make sense right now to you, but when we get there, you'll see what I'm talking about. So we're going to go ahead and press M again to get out of the map and head towards the Forgotten Temple. Along the way, we're going to pick up any sticks and any rubble, or stone rubble that you see along the way. See, there's a fox right there. But we want to get there. We're in the Emerald Wilds and the Drifting Plains. This is where we spawned. Also, you can grab some wild berries from these bushes here. I changed my interact button to E, so that's mine. I push E to harvest, so I'll be doing that. Yours will probably say F. But I want to quickly, before doing too much of anything, just run towards the Forgotten Temple, pick up any rubble, any sticks, and maybe smack a bush or two to get some plant fiber. But other than that, we don't really need to do much. Head to the Forgotten Temple, grab a few things. These things right here, these structures, this is all part of the Forgotten Temple. You just have to... Oh, we ran into a bad guy. We're going to ignore him and try to run away. We don't want to fight you. We're just going to run away into the Forgotten Temple. Is he chasing me? I hope not. We're going to hide back here. He's in here with me. This tutorial might go a little differently since this guy's chasing me. Let's see. I can't make anything yet. Can I? No. I need some rubble. I need one more plant fiber. See, this is why it would have been important to hit some plants on the way here. I only smacked one. I'm gonna see. Oh, there's a plant fiber right there. Can I pick that up? It would be nice if I could pick that up. Oh, did he hit me? Alright, he's gonna jump down on me. I'm gonna run outside. Alright, well, welcome to the channel. This is unexpected. I didn't want to have to do this right away. I was hoping it would be nice and easy, but we're gonna have to smack some... Okay, I got my plant fiber. I've never made a sword with this much stress behind it, but I want to try to get back to where we were in that little hidey hole. Would be good if I could get back behind this statue of protection. Oh, back here. Okay, he can't get me over here. All right. I think he doesn't know where I am. Oh, okay. That's not a great way to start. That was actually scary. Now, let me see. Was that another one? Did another one just come in here? Okay, there's another guy in here. But that's fine. He's stuck behind these pillars. He's just smacking away at the pillars. I'm going to go ahead now. I got two rubble, two plant fiber, and two sticks. I can make a crude sword, and I can go ahead and fight back against these guys and not let them bully me. Let's see if I can hit them through the pillars. If not, I'm going to go up top, and I'm going to try to swing down. There we go. There we go. Getting some hits. Get wrecked, buddy. Oh, he jumped down there, too. He's going for backup. Come over here. Get closer where I can hit you. Yeah, there you go. Get over here. Come on. Get closer. Oh, I went too low. He can hit me from there. I don't want to go that low. I do want to pick up this fruit if I can without him killing me. Oh, climb back up. Okay. Because I can... This is an azure fruit. And with these berries, I'll be able to heal a little bit. They both do the same amount of health regen. So we can go ahead and get up to health, and I might be able to jump down and fight this guy. Wow, we're off to an interesting start. I don't know why they chose me, but they chose the wrong one. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this guy head on and block him. Oh, blocked. Okay, we got that guy. There is another guy downstairs still, I think. I need this apple and this fruit, because that's how I'm gonna heal. Well, hopefully when you spawn into your world, you don't have to deal with all this crazy nonsense. Also, there's a couple more azure fruits hiding up top over here. You can just jump up and get up there. There you go. You can grab this one. We'll grab this one over here just in case that guy downstairs gives us a hard time. Okay, I didn't jump properly. Let's see if I can jump from there. No. I'm gonna have to climb up over here again. And then I should be able to jump and hang on that. There we go. Got a couple more fruits. I don't need to get my health gen is going. So let's go down here. I wanted to see, actually, this is a science test. Because as you know, unless you live under a rock or have never heard of Hytale, we are currently in update 3. And they've implemented a couple mechanics. And I just want to see, okay, I don't see the troll guy. But this golem should be here every time you get to the Forgotten Temple. And you don't have to fight him, though. You can run around him pretty easy, but I wanted to see what happens if I threw a rock over there. It did not distract him. What if I throw a rock over here? That didn't distract him. That would be really cool. That way you could get in here without having to be a movement demon to trick this guy and get past him and jump into the portal without fighting him. But that's exactly what we're going to do right off the bat because we're still squishy. We're super squishy, and one hit from this guy could take away probably half our health. So we're going to get his attention just to get him to walk away. And actually, all you got to do is walk right over here. Come down here. He gets confused. He jumps over. He's a big guy. We're skinny. We walk around. We moonwalk into the portal, and we're safe. Now, we are in the Forgotten Temple. The reason you want to come here... Well, first of all, this place, you can't do nothing here. You can't break anything. You can try if you want to. You can try to kill some animals if you want to. Nothing will happen. Everything's protected in here. The main reason for coming here, and coming here first, is to come down past all these interesting fellas here. Go straight to this statue right here. This statue is the heart of Orbis. This is the heart of Orbis, and what you need to do is press your interact button. Mine is E, and it says you have unlocked the memories feature, and then it has a few bullet points underneath, and it says Void's curse keeps Orbis locked away, but there may yet be a way to break it. A deity resists. Sorry, excuse me. Editor, cut that out. A deity rests within this heart of Orbis. Seek out memories of Orbis, myriad creatures, and record them here to restore her will. Your inventory can now store a limited number of memories under a special section. Return to the heart of Orbis to unlock a variety of rewards. So I'm going to click Discover Memories. And that unlocks this memories feature here. And we have 3 memories to record. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And we've restored 3 of our memories. And if you click this again, underneath some of these tabs, you'll see that we have a 1 of 20 and a 1 of 18 and a 1 of 4. So if you click on that, it tells you that we've discovered a duck. And we discovered it on February 7th, 2026. Found it in the Forgotten Temple. So it does that with all new animals you run into. And as you go, when you restore 10 memories, you unlock your first unlock, and that'll give you the ability to craft 3 decorative chests and 2 eternal seeds. And there's another unlock at 25, and another one at 50, and 100, and so on, down to 200. And they all unlock different things. So you want to get here first. Make sure you start gathering up your memories. You don't want to have to backtrack and discover things you've already discovered. I'm pretty sure we already discovered a frog, right? So that would be in a critter. Yep. Okay, so we discovered the frog. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you discover something new. If you noticed when we ran in here, 3 things. We discovered them as we came into here. And a little blue orb will come flying from the direction of the new thing you discovered. Not that blue thing. But watch as we get close to this rabbit right here. See that blue thing? That's a memory. We discovered the bunny. And we discovered a doe and a Quebec seedling all in one. That was really fast. Okay, the bunny's right there. The doe's right there. And the Quebec seedling is hiding out up here. And this is the baby Quebec. Hello, baby Quebec. How are you? Now we can also discover the stag while we're in here. This is the male deer. There's a few more birds up top. That blue bird up there. We can try to get up there and discover that. Or you can just run around here, have a look at things. Most everything's under construction. Oh, we discovered a squirrel somewhere. Where is he? Hello, Mr. Squirrel. Yep, we're here just discovering things, showing people around. Everything is still under construction. It's a brand new game. It is a beta. It is pre-release. So as you're running around, you'll see a bunch of these signs that say whip, and that means work in progress. You can open it. Oh, no, some of these. Out in the real world you can, but not these ones. This one. Someday will be something. Someday it will be a thing. And the little Quebecs are guarding it. You can't get in there. And you could parkour up this tree a little bit. I've done it before. Maybe we'll do it again and see if we can discover one of these birds. We'll get close to the wildlife up here in the tree. You can climb ropes. You just jump in their direction, push forward, push W, and then you jump off them by using spacebar. Hello, Mr. Oh, we found a green finch. Where is it? There it is, right there. See it with the little blue memory symbol above it? Come back, green finch. I'm trying to show you off. Oh. Well, he's camera shy. He didn't want to be on camera, but maybe we can get another bird to fly over close. Oh, yeah, you can sit in this game. Oh, we just discovered a bluebird. There he is. And he's already flying away. Alright, goodbye, Mr. Bluebird. That's a few more memories. I'm going to go ahead and sit right here. Look at this. Isn't this cool? You can just sit. Sit here and look at the heart of Orbis. Right up here with the Quebec. I don't know why we're facing this way. There's a Quebec down there in the tree. Look at him. See him, a little camouflage. Okay, so that's how... Whoa, I'm falling. No fall damage in here. That's good to know. See, it's kind of like heaven. You can't get hurt here. I'm going to go ahead and turn in the memories that we did get and see if we got 10 yet. That's 8 more memories. Yep, that'll put us over 10. That'll have us unlocking our first set of unlocks. So we can craft 3 decorative chests, and now we have access to 2 eternal seeds. Which, you don't know what 2 eternal seeds even means, or even decorative chests, but we will figure that out as we go. This is a Quebec rootling. We just discovered him. I guess he's kind of like the adolescent Quebec. These are the children, and that's the baby. And this guy, I don't even know who he is, but he has work in progress signs too. Oh, he's a Klops merchant. Okay, Klops merchant. He doesn't have anything for you yet. In the future, they will. This guy, if you click on him, we don't have any of this stuff yet because we just ran over here. For a purpose, mind you, but we did just run over here. When we have some Essence of Life, which I'll show you how to get later, you can come back and trade Essence of Life with this guy for different food stuffs, different things to cook with, recipes, and different foods that I don't know if you can find anywhere else in the game except here. So now that we've gotten that taken care of, and we were almost beaten to death by a Trork, we're going to go ahead and teleport out of here. Every time before I warp out of here, the golem guy, the big green one that guard the portal, he should be gone when we get in there. and then we can have free reign around the cave. He's still in here. Oh my god, that jump scared me really bad. Uh, he's still here, so they fixed that. Update 3, hooray. You can't just cheese the golem. Well, we could outmaneuver him. We're smarter. We could do that. Gonna go ahead and run out of here so we don't die. And there. Now the game has started. Now we can get started for real. We do have an issue though with this village. Oh, there's a bad wolf's. There's a black wolf here. So I'm glad he didn't hurt me. That was scary. Well, that wolf belongs to the twerk. The twerks. The trolls. I'm going to call them trolls just because it's easier for me to call them trolls. Unless I can figure out how to say twerk. We discovered a cow. That guy over there. That green guy. And a calf. We discovered both. Baby, watch out. There's a patrol over there. We're going to head back to spawn, which is also already marked on your map for you. Really convenient. If you just look at the top of your screen up there, it says spawn. You see that? We're running directly towards spawn. We're going to get back to spawn, and we're going to get... oh, that is a tetra bird. We discovered the tetra bird. See, it's pretty easy to rediscover all of your memories. You just have to run around and be close enough to something for the memory for you to remember what you've seen before in the past, I suppose. Okay, so this is Spawn Cave right here. This is the cave. And every world you start, you'll start in this cave. Everyone gets the same cave to start in with the same stuff in it, the same candle, the same statues, the same pottery, the same broken pottery. All the same. There's good stuff in here. I think you can actually eat these mushrooms.
Huh?
Let me double check on that before I tell lies. You can't eat these mushrooms. They're just light source. That's a joke. Okay, so now that we got our memory game started, we can go ahead and start gathering up some materials and build our first things and start hunkering down and getting ready for nightfall. You have 30 minutes. Once you start the game, you get 30 minutes before the sun goes down. So getting over to the Forgotten Temple, which should always be close. Should be able to run there and run back in a few minutes. Get your memories going, and then get back home and get working on materials to grab a bed. I just grabbed a couple things of wheat there to show you what the life essence looks like. That's how you get that. You get life essence from farming up stuff, which we will get into lots of farming here shortly in the near future. But for right now, we're going to gather up some basic materials. Like I said when I was running over to the Forgotten Temple, you can just smack down bushes. That one just gave me berries. You want to grab up these pebbles right here, these piles of rubble. And you want to smack you can smack grass, but it doesn't drop the plant fiber as often, I found, as if you smack one of these bushes right here. And you punch these down, see how, there we go. Look at all the plant fiber. And it also gives you sticks. There's flowers around here. We don't need to do anything with them right now. I'm going to harvest up some of the wheat because the wheat can also be turned into better food for health regen purposes. Oh, look at that mountain out there. That's going to be fun to explore. Wow, look at that. All right, that'll be cool to get to. All right, so now let me check my inventory. I got 20 sticks, I have 5 plant fibers, and I got 2 stone rubble. I feel like I need a few more stone rubble. There should be some around here somewhere. You can find it laying around everywhere. There we go. There's some stone rubble here. I'll break these down, get the sticks and the berries, and all the easy stuff. Everything you need to get started should be right around your little starter cave, spawn cave. My name's Rooster. We're going to call it the Chicken Cave. So right around the Chicken Cave, you should find everything that you need to get started with. You just walk around left-clicking, punching on all the bushes you can, and then collecting all the stone rubble you can find. Once you've done that, go ahead and open up your inventory. You can make a few things. So we've already made our crude sword because we got rushed into doing that. And then you can make an axe with just 2 stone rubble, 2 plant fiber, and 2 sticks. It's very easy. And you can also make a pickaxe with the same amount of materials. They all take the same thing. The crude axe, or the crude sword, axe, and pickaxe all require 2 of each, a stick, a plant fiber, and a stone rubble. So now that we have all 3 of our starting tools, one other thing we can make up here in the top left corner of our UI is a campfire. That takes 4 sticks and 2 rubble. We're going to go ahead and craft one of those. So now that we have our campfire, we're going to set it up right outside the chicken cave's front door right here. Put it there. And so when you click on this, you just use your interact button. Yours is F, mine is E. You'll see we have a fuel spot, an input spot, and an output spot. Very self-explanatory. You put fuel in the fuel spot, which is going to be sticks, stones, and if you hover over the UI, it kind of tells you what you can, I think, so this means I should be able to use, yeah, I can use plant fiber as a fuel source. I've never seen anybody else do that. I guess if you're running low on sticks and you absolutely need to, you can use plant fiber as a fuel source in your campfire. You don't have any sticks, but we have sticks, so we're going to go ahead and use sticks. And then if you hover over the input and look down in your inventory, it highlights for you what is available to put in the, you don't have to guess. You don't have to guess what you can cook. You don't have to say, can I cook wild berries? No, you can't, because if you hover over the input, it tells you what you have in your inventory that is cookable. Right now we have wheat, which is cookable, so we're going to stick the wheat up there in the input, and then go ahead and turn it on, and it'll start cooking. It is cooked pretty quick, and it turns our wheat into a roasted vegetable, which will give us 5% instant health, and health gen 1, and stamina boost 1. Very helpful early game foods to have, and very easy to get. We're going to let that cook, and we're going to take our crude hatchet, and we're going to chop down our first tree, because unlike most people that start playing this game run around and just punch things with their fists, we are more sophisticated than that, we're classier than that, and we're more educated, and we know that punching down a tree is not the best way to go. The best way to go is to punch down bushes. Punching bushes is way smarter than punching trees, and then you can get your crude hatchet and just chop down a tree. And then all you have to do is separate the tree from the ground. Did you hear that noise? That noise was our campfire going out. I'll show you that in a second. It went out because all of our food's done. But to chop down a tree, all you have to do is separate it from the ground, like so, and the whole tree comes crashing down, because that makes sense. If it didn't come crashing down, you'd have to chop down all kinds of floating trees, and you might end up with a bunch of floating trees all over your world. Oh shoot! It is getting dark. I'm going to go ahead and click on the crude bedroll. I don't know that we are going to get our 2 light leather for the night, or light hide. We could, I don't want, there's a fox. The fox doesn't drop light hide. Panic. Not a very good guide. I didn't get you a bed before dark. If we just hop around here, we need to find a bunny or a pig. These are pigs over here. I think I see them. Yep. Okay. Sorry, piggies. I just need 2 of you because it's getting dark and I need a bed. So the 1 light hide from that one. That's a bear. We're not going to mess with him yet because bears are actually pretty strong for a squishy guy like us in the beginning. We're not going to mess with him. It's getting to be dusk. We don't want to go over by the trolls. Look. Pebbles everywhere, but not an animal in sight. What's down here? Oh, that's a mouse. We don't need to talk to a mouse. We need to find a very small animal that's bigger than a mouse. Bigger than a mouse, smaller than a bear. Bigger than a mouse, smaller than a bear. Maybe down in this cave. Can I get a rat? Okay, this cave has a house in it. We're not ready for that. The tutorial is going horribly. Alright, we're gonna maybe have to show you what to do to survive your first night if you can't find an animal to kill. I would kill that fox, but I've killed a fox before and it didn't drop a light hide. You would think it would drop a light hide. Do I risk it? Do I risk killing it for no reason? There could be a reason. It could be putting me to bed. We're gonna try it. Sorry, fox. I hope you give me... No, see? Raw meat only. Oh, that's unfortunate. Any other small animal around here? Now, one cool thing is your passive mobs, the ones that you need to make a bed from, the light hide, they do not despawn at night. They simply go to sleep. So you can still find, you still have a chance to find the light hide you need. If you just keep walking around, you might be able to find a sleeping animal somewhere. I don't want to get too far away from home because I don't want to see too many things. That is a big cow. A cow will not give you light hide, it gives you medium hide. The moon is out. It's really late. I would like a bed. I just need a... there we go, a sheep. Okay, I got a sheep. Sheep in sight. Gonna have to take you out. Sorry. I need your light hide because it's dark and I need a bed. Thank you. Alright, we have our 2 light hide. We're gonna hightail it back to spawn. It's dark. We don't want to run past any creepy crawlies. There we go. There's the chicken cave. Head straight for that. And okay, we'll get inside. Now that we're back safe inside chicken cave, let me go ahead and open up our inventory. Shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. Need any uninvited guests in here. So, now we can make our crude bedroll, which just takes 3 plant fiber and 2 light hide. So if we would have prioritized getting light hide, I guess, earlier on, maybe on the way to the Forgotten Temple, we wouldn't have had to run around in the dark, but now you're prepared and you know that the animals won't despawn at night. You can still go find them. They'll be sleeping, laying down on the ground somewhere sleeping. Even though our lambs were still awake when we found them, but they were getting ready to go to sleep. So we're going to go ahead and craft the crude bedroll. And then while we're in here, you can see we can also make a crude torch. Make those 4 at a time. And that takes plant fibers, 1 tree sap, and 1 stick. So 1 of each. And then you just go ahead and click craft, and now we have torches that can be placed down. You can also put torches in your offhand by bringing them over here underneath your little avatar here and hovering over this spot where it says Z right here in the middle, and you get this inventory wheel. And just go ahead and click on one of those inventory spots, and it'll go ahead and put the torches in your offhand. So now you can, fight bad guys and see what they look like while you're fighting them. The look of fear on their faces when you do your finishing move. Okay. One thing that you can't do yet is you can't place torches while holding a sword, but if you're holding an axe, you can place a torch no problem. If you're holding a pickaxe, you can place a torch no problem. If you're holding a bed, you can place it down, and you can go ahead and sleep through the night by clicking your interact button. Yours is F, mine is E, and then it'll ask you to confirm your respawn point. This is, you can rename it whatever you like. We're gonna leave it Rooster's bed. Because that's my bed, not your bed, and not anybody else's bed. I don't want to catch any of you in my bed or looking at my bed. This is mine. I'm going to hit confirm and go ahead and interact again, and that'll put us to sleep. And there we go. We have successfully made it through our first night in Hytale. Easy peasy. We got started with our memories are kicking. We're starting to remember things. We've already unlocked our first set of, I guess, rewards for remembering so much, for being such good students and remembering so much about the world of Orbis. We also have our campfire. So this is what we got left. Now, when we cooked our sticks, it turned into a byproduct of charcoal. We put wheat in there, and we also got roast vegetables out of it. You can see, and when you hover over the input, it tells you what you have in your inventory that's cookable. Right now we have raw wild meat and raw pork. If you consume it now, it restores 5 health instantly, but if you cook it, and you can put also 2 separate things, 2 different types of things to be cooked in the same campfire, see there? And you can swap them back and forth. It will cook the one in the left slot first, and then in the right. And then you just go ahead and click turn it on. We'll stay here and watch this cook. That turned into a completely different thing, but it's a cooked wild meat. And then the byproduct is charcoal. We got 1 charcoal from the 5 sticks, but we got 5 cooked wild meat, which now not only does it restore the 5 instant health, it gives you health regen 1 and health boost 1 for 45 seconds. So these actually do two different things. This roast vegetable will redo your health and stamina, and the cooked wild meat will also give you two different types of health boosts. We're regen and boost. Okay, we got some wool scraps that came from the sheep. I I don't like a cluttered inventory, so high on my priority list when I start my world is getting the first chest down to start storing some things. So you go ahead and open up your inventory. Under the pocket crafting menu, you'll see a wooden chest. Click that. And we chopped down a tree already, so we actually have 25 logs. That first number is how many logs are available to you, and the number on the right is how many logs it's going to take to actually craft the item. So this is 10 logs to craft one chest, and to me that's worth it because organization is everything, and it makes for a more peaceful gaming life. We have one chest. We're going to go ahead and plop it down right here next to the bed. And then we'll open that up, and we're going to store... Actually, we're not going to store much of anything. We're going to go ahead and craft up what we can craft. I want to craft as many torches as I can hold right now. So I want to craft all. I'm going to hit the craft all button. It's just on the bottom right of the craft button. And it crafts... Torches craft instantly. And I'm going to go ahead and put them all in my offhand with the other torches. And then what else can we craft up here? I got some stuff floating around. That seems like all we can craft right now. Now, we want to make our first workbench next. Is going to be our next priority, and it's actually really easy. We have all the tools we need. We just don't have all the materials we need. As you can see right here, it says we need any tree log, which we chopped down a tree. We still have 15 left because we made the wooden chest. We had 25. We need 4 tree logs and 3 of any stone, and that would be the stone blocks, not the stone rubble that you pick up, but actual stone blocks like these right here. This mossy cobblestone here, or these are mossy stone, but when you break it, it turns to mossy cobblestone, and then we have regular cobblestone here. Now, I have 3 of any brick. I have 2 mossy and 1 regular, and it does not matter. I can still go ahead and craft my workbench, which is any tree log and any stone. Mix them up however you desire, doesn't matter. You can go ahead and craft your workbench, and that's going to open up a lot of things for us to do. And we're gonna be getting really busy really quick. We're gonna put this crafting table right here. And I heard if you jump and slam it down, it automatically upgrades to a tier 2. So I'm going to try that. Right, like slam it, and then you open it, a tier 1. Somebody lied to me. Okay, so it doesn't work. You can't slam it down and get a tier 2, but we have a tier 1 workbench, which is good news for us. Very first thing you notice when you open it up, it gives you a couple of more options. Not so when you open up your regular inventory, it kind of looks the same. The workbench is sitting over here on the side. You know, you got your crude sword and your crude hatchet in the bottom. Now when you open this, a little bit different. Now we have a crude sword in the middle, still able to craft a crude sword from this. I don't know why they mix, and the campfire and the wooden chest. And the bedroll and the torch are all the same, but the difference is we have crude daggers we can build. We can build a crude short bow, a crude mace, a crude battle axe, and crude arrows. I recommend, it depends, I guess, how scared you want to play, how up close and personal you want to get with all the new enemies. If you're a little bit hesitant, I recommend making the crude short bow. I'm going to go ahead and make one with a few arrows just to show you guys how it works. You just need 4 sticks and 6 plant fibers, and you can be the proud new owner of a crude short bow. It just takes a little bit to craft there. So if you hit craft and exit out of your menu, it'll stop crafting and you won't have one, and you'll wonder why you don't. That's because you got to wait for this little blue loading bar to be completely filled up before you actually craft your item or have it available for you. Now for the arrows, they're just sticks and rubble. You craft them 4 at a time, so it takes 4 sticks and 1 rubble. You give you 4 arrows. I'm gonna craft up as many as we can. I'm gonna hit the all button, and you see that blue loading bar going. That's crafting 4 at a time. If you exit out of this menu while it's doing that, it will stop crafting, and you will only have however many it crafted before you exited. So now we got our arrows, we have a crude short bow. We're ready for a little bit of a distance fight if we run into one. Um, I'm gonna have to go get some more materials so we can. Oh wait, I forgot. There's a few materials in here. There's some rubble laying around. We can clean up around here. Our chicken cave's looking a little messy. We got 1, 2, 3 stone rubble for free, just right here in the starting cave before you even get out to any danger. There's 4, so that's a crude sword already. Uh, and there's a bush right here. Look at this. And you could, oh, I just shot it with an arrow. You can't pick up arrows that you've shot and missed your target just yet. You just lose it. So it's a one-shot deal. You shoot it, you lose it. That's it. And I didn't get nothing from that bush. Wow. Let's see if I get any plant. Okay, I got some plant fibers. So we could have made a sword before we even left the cave, and that chork wouldn't have known what hit him. We could have been fighting before we even got out of here. But I'm glad we did it the way we did it. Okay. Now I should be able to make my daggers. I have to click on the workbench. There we go. Just right here from the cave. Didn't need to go anywhere. I can make the daggers. So it's 3 rubble, 2 plant fiber, and 2 sticks. Easy peasy. The daggers are definitely up and close weapon. So if you prefer distance, then you're going to want to go with the bow, like I said before. If you click on the next tab over, those are your tools. There's a variety of tools that we can't make yet. If you go down to the next tier, it says copper hatchet. This is where we're going to aim for next as our next tier progression above crude. We also have iron that we're going to get to, and then the next step from that will be thorium. And then after that will be cobalt, and then adamantite, and then mithril hatchet, which we'll get to all of these, but it's going to take some time. We're going to take our time. We're going to walk it through it so everybody understands what's going on. We're not just going to rush to the end, and next time you see me, I'll be in full adamantite armor, and you won't know what happened. No, sir, we're going to take it slow. We're going to take it one step at a time, and we're going to help everybody get to that full mithril gear. On the next tab is our crafting benches. We have many crafting benches, not just the one that we made. Um, I'll just read them out real quick. We got a furnace, an armorer's workbench, a blacksmith's anvil, a tanning rack, a farmer's workbench, a chef's stove, a builder's workbench, a furniture workbench, a salvager's workbench, an alchemist's workbench, and an arcanist's workbench. And we'll be getting to all of those as well, but we're going to do them in order as they come with proper game progression. Down here at the end, we have our tinkering category. A lot of interesting things in here, and we'll get to all of them in the future. But one thing we have here is a bear trap. We also have a hay target. We could make one of those with just one plant fiber, so not really a huge cost. We can go ahead and craft one of those. Why not? You can also make metal spike traps. You can make rails. You can make rail carts. You can make a training dummy, which if we had some more tree sap and sticks, we could make that. That's pretty cheap as well. You can make a wooden spike trap. You can make a backpack, which we'll be getting ASAP to have the extra inventory space, and a backpack upgrade. We'll get there. And then some unknown thing. See here, it says find the forgotten temple and restore 100 memories to unlock this recipe. Now imagine you've played the game for a long time and you click down here on this tab and then you see this and you go, forgotten temple? What's a forgotten temple? And then you have to go run through the whole game again to see all the animals that you were already supposed to have memorized just to unlock whatever this is. Us, we've already started. We already started our memories, so from here on out, everywhere we go, every memory we unlock will get us closer to unlocking these locked items. Now, we have our tier 1 workbench. We have 2 tiers that we can build with this workbench, 2 levels we can move up in tools. We can get all the way to iron before we're going to have to upgrade this workbench. So this workbench, tier 1, will get us through for quite a while. Let's see. Our first workbenches that we can build. All these, the first 1, 2, 6, the first 8 workbenches are unlocked. You only need a tier 2 to get to these last 3 workbenches. So like I said, this tier 1 workbench is going to get us through quite a bit of gameplay before we even have to worry about upgrading it. And upgrading it really doesn't look like it's too bad, to be honest. 30 copper ingots, 20 iron ingots, and 3 linen scraps. And we got those linen scraps from killing that troll, so he drops linen scraps. And there's several other bad guys in the world that drop these linen scraps, so we will be acquiring a bountiful amount of them because running into bad guys is something that's just part of the game, and they will be everywhere. Everywhere interesting, anyway. Everywhere that looks like it's fun to go will be guarded by some bad guy, I'm sure. We are going to go ahead and slap down. We'll take the target outside because we shouldn't be shooting our bow indoors. We'll set up a shooting target right out here. I'll show you guys how the bow works. So there we go, look at that. And actually, let's chop down one more tree so we can make that training dummy, because we needed some tree sap and some plant fiber, and I'll show you, we'll just take down this tree right here. I'll show you how much plant fiber. So we have 14 plant fiber, but we have no tree sap and no sticks. Watch how much you get from a tree. It's really easy if you ever run out of tree sap. Just to get some more, you just chop down any tree, and look, we already have 9, and I barely moved. Everything falls in a circle radius around the center of the tree, so if you just run around a circle where you chop the tree down, you'll pick up all the tree sap and the sticks and the plant fibers that it drops. And now we can go inside. I got some more logs, tree sap, sticks. We can make our first friend, and he lives in the workbench at the very end down here. The training dummy. Mr. Dummy, welcome to the world. This is the chicken cave. You don't get to stay in here. We're going to put you outside near the archery range, and you're going to help us train. Yeah, you stand right here. Make sure that target doesn't fall over. Okay, so once you got your bow out, pretty easy to use. You can block with the bow. You can right click and hold the bow in front of you to block an oncoming attack from a giant troll with stinky breath. And say, back up, troll, get your stank breath away from me. And then if you left click, that will draw an arrow. You use this circle to aim. You can shoot from third person or first person. And then you just put the circle right exactly around what you're trying to hit, and then you let it go. And oh my God, we hit the dummy! Dummy, I am so sorry. It was a headshot too. Luckily, he doesn't feel pain. I wish he did feel pain, and I wish he told us how bad it hurt, because it would be really awesome to shoot something and know how much damage you're doing to it. Especially when you upgrade, and to know how much damage your weapon is doing. Like, say, that did 10 damage, and then how much do each of these sword hits do? And then maybe how much does the jumping charge sword hit do? Oh, I broke the target. Let's go ahead and put that back down. So to do your charge hit with a sword, a crude sword does it, you can just hold down left click and it charges up with the yellow particles, and then when it's fully charged, it will automatically dash forward. Oh, I broke the hay target again. Let me put that down. There we go. Fix that. And then same with pretty much every weapon has the same, it works basically the same, but they do a little bit different things. So the sword does that when you charge, it does a little dash. If you jump just at the right time, it's kind of cool. You can do like a jumping lunge. I'm not very good at it. There we go, like that. And then the daggers, they jump all by themselves. So you just charge that one up and it jumps, and when it hits, you bounce off, which is kind of cool because it knocks you back out of range of the bad guys trying to hurt you. It does use quite a bit of stamina. The stamina is down there, that yellow bar that keeps draining every time I do a super super sweet move. Every time I'm oh, I broke the target. Hold on, let me put that back down. There we go. Okay, so yeah, every time, yeah, you hold it, you do the charge move. Damn it, I broke the target. Hold on, let me put that back down. And there we go. The arrow, the bow though, it doesn't. Oh yeah, you can rapid fire, but you'll shoot the ground just like that. And like I said, you cannot recover any arrows that you missed. Once you shoot those, they're gone. And we got 29 left. Once you hit an enemy enough, you'll see down there in the bottom right hand side that symbol of the sword with the swirl around it on the left side, and it says G underneath it. That'll get fully filled up, but maybe I can. Where's that torque guy? Trork. That is. It's a troll and an orc mixed together. It's a trork, but it's really hard to say trork, and I don't like that word. I'm gonna have to call him something else. Grab any vegetables you see out in the world or fruit berries as you're going. You'll thank yourself later. You don't want to have to go out just to find food. It's nice to go out and find food while you're going on an adventure. And then you get home and it's like, did I go grocery shopping or did I go on an adventure? Who knows? Maybe we can fight the bear. I've never fought a bear with daggers before, but let's see how it goes. See how it knocks you back and the bear can't even... Oh, I'm out of stamina. I just got whacked. There we go. He's got to be getting weak. Don't touch me. Okay, I'm very weak. I gotta get out of here before the bear kills me. Let's see if I can use this to get away. Nope. Okay, the bear's back there. I'm gonna have to heal up. He should be pretty weak. Do you see those question marks coming off his head? There are some green question marks floating above him. Let me go ahead and use this roast vegetable. Need something a little stronger. Yeah, give me that other boost. There we go. The bear went to sleep. We're gonna go ahead and shoot him with the bow. We got distance. He's sleeping. He's not paying attention. Oh, he was one shot. He was one shot. I probably could have stayed and fought him. But it's better to run away and live to fight another day. Or something like that. I heard somebody say some crap like that. But we lived and we killed him. We didn't do enough to get my special move, did I? Or did I get it and almost die in panic? I can't remember. It's an exploration guide, not a combat guide. I'm not an expert in combat, so. All right, let's see how this guy does against daggers. Hey, Euphila. Okay, we're gonna call you the Eufellas. Okay, 3 shots. Easy dub on that guy with these daggers. The daggers are nice, and these are just the crude daggers. We're gonna go ahead and explore this camp. We're gonna explore this camp in the next episode if. Oh, okay, this guy's throwing, this is a Trork guard, and he's throwing axes at me. Don't step on these axes while they're rotating on the ground. I think they still hurt you. If you liked this episode, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends if you think it's cool, and if I survive this, we will have another... I died, but we're still going to have another episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.